Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and double honors to your great Muslim apostles. You keep striving and persevering in this word and this truth as well. Yahawah, Yahawashi, for also giving me the power to endure during this time of enduring obviously, and chastisement. Because I want to make this video because I've been slacking with my videos. Because the last month wasn't really too easy. It was just like the time of my chastisement, to be honest. Basically, to start off with, my ability to preach now has now been restricted by my mum. Yeah, so going out in the highways and byways, that's gonna have to wait until I pretty much get my own place. So I just keep working and then save some money and hopefully be able to rent out a place very soon. Because the chastisement is just it's getting stronger, man. It's getting stronger out here. That's why I've even been able to upload, because any time my mom's present there, she restricts my ability to even watch the GMS videos. She doesn't want me to watch them videos in her house because this is her flat, because I'm still living with my mom. But yeah, this is just a video of encouragement for you Akim, whether you're going through chastisement, just endure. Because another testimony as well is that in I think the last 2 weeks, it was the time at which 18-year-olds, which I am 18-year-olds get the max. And obviously I just kept praying Yahawah Azaria meaning help me, so that I don't have to take this max. Because me and Amaya meaning like my mum, we had a little argument about the max. I'm just basically telling her I'm not gonna take it. She was shouting at me, but as I said, we just have to endure through this thing, man. Every arc is always going through something. Yahawah as well. I don't know about any Yahawah, but yeah, they may be going through some things as well. But I know the Akim certainly they're going through something. Some chastisement, that's the words. So as I said, I told her I'm not gonna take the max. Then the time comes on which the NHS for the Akim who preach in the UK, the NHS, the National Health Service, sent the letter, and then obviously with my name on it and my health insurance number or something like that, some kind of number that identifies you on the health system. And that came for me to take the max. But yeah, and then I basically said, I begged her in my language, you know, the way in Nigeria there's different dialects, because I'm Nigerian, there's different dialects. So I begged her in the Nigerian dialect specifically to say that I don't want to take this max, and I said that she shouldn't really click the link, because the National Health Service sent her a message to alert me that I should go take the max, but I told her I'm not going to take it. So and as soon as I told her, I basically begged her not to click on the link to apply for the max, for me to not do it. I begged her, and then yeah, through Yahawah, I'm still here. I haven't taken it, and I'm still persevering. And then her spirit was just calm. She said she's not gonna do it, because that was like a few days after the argument about the max. But yeah, calm. So that's just a little testimony there that whether you're getting chastised or not, specifically during the time of being chastised, just persevere, man. Because you know, as Yahawah knows how strong each Akim is, each brother is, and each sister as well. So obviously he brings these tests to strengthen you even more, to test that strength as well, to keep you going, get your mind strong. And obviously during these past few weeks as well, we're fasting as well and praying. Of course, you gotta keep it consistent, because the fact that I can't really preach, as I said in the beginning of the video, she's taken my garments literally. The day of which the chastisement started, or which I really noticed that okay, cool, the chastisement started, is like when I cut my finger. I don't know if y'all can see, but basically that cut right there, that's when the chastisement started, of which I was cutting vegetables, I cut myself accidentally, and I was like, okay, cool, this might be some little chastisement Yahawah Shimi Yahawashi might be giving me, because I was really uploading videos that often. And also then I wanted to go outside to go preach, but then I checked my wardrobe if my garments were still there. I checked there, I checked my bag where I normally put my garments to go outside in the streets to preach. It wasn't there. So then I realized straight away my mum took my garments. She took my garments. So then that's when straight away the scripture that came into mind was famine of the word. In fact, let me get that right now. I think that's Amos 8:11, something like that. But I came like in this truth, you just have to persevere, man. There's a scripture on that as well. But before that, let me go to famine of the word. The thing is, it's harder for me right now to access the GMS elders, apostles, and the Akim. She said the only time I'm allowed to watch is when I'm outside of this house. I know how hard that is. I can't really go outside, because when I go outside, normally she checks what's in my bag, what's in my pockets. It's like a security check before I go outside. That's pretty much how it is. But I don't want to over exaggerate, but she does check what I carry outside. Because first of all, when I was preaching, she didn't know I was preaching. Then eventually she found out I was preaching, so I just told her everything that was going on. Then I knew eventually she would stop me from preaching. So I'm just enduring here, trying to read the scriptures, keep learning. Obviously I'm not losing faith as people would fear. You gotta persist with this truth, man. You gotta keep going no matter what. And the scary part was, I didn't know if Yahawah Shimi Yahawashi was forsaking me or not, because that's how scary the experience was. I was thinking, why is Yahawashi not allowing me to preach? Because the fact that I'm here, it's just chastisement that got to me. It's just chastisement, but yeah, I'm still here making the videos, I'm still going, Yahawashi. Yeah. Anyways, Amos 8:11, I need to go to that. 5. We just have to keep going, man, because the chastisement will probably get harder and harder. The stronger you get, especially, the more knowledge you have, the more meat you have, the more likely you get chastised. Now let me go to Amos 8:11. 8, 6, 7. It's a lot here. I'm just looking for it right now. Alright, so Amos 8:11, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah." And also bahasham Yahawashi, because obviously Yahawashi had special words of wisdom for us to learn from as well. So yeah, so basically what I'm saying is that famine of the word, I'm basically feeling it, to put it in simplistic terms. So I got just persevere, and Yahawashi, as I said, just try and work a little, then save up some money to go rent a place, Yahawashi. But obviously I know if I can't do that, then I just have to endure. Yeah, but I'm just gonna persevere no matter what. Yeah, just keep working, and Yahawashi, I can just leave this place, man, get my own place to start preaching again. And yeah, so about perseverance as well, chastisement. Going to the Apocrypha in Sirach chapter 1, it says, actually chapter 2, it says, Sirach chapter 1 verse, Sirach, which is known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, Sirach chapter 2 verse 1, it says, "My son, if you come to serve the Lord Yahawah Shimi Yahawashi, prepare your soul for temptation. Set your heart," verse 2, "set your heart aright and constantly endure. Don't make haste in time of calamity." So that's basically why I just had to persevere and keep going. Yeah. During that time of which I was getting chastised, yeah, she was there were times in which it got a little bit physical. I didn't get physical with her, but yeah, Khan, my mum, obviously because of the fact that she doesn't want me to watch those videos. And the thing is that I kept watching them as well behind her back. But then when it started to get serious is when she was dragging me. Then basically dragging me around, I thought she was gonna hit my face, you know, like the typical beatings that us Israelites get, us Israelite children get. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah. But basically, what I was thinking about was whether I should call myself a child or a man. But yeah, I guess I could call myself a man, but I still gotta persevere. I keep going, keep growing. Obviously, I'm still a babe learning this truth. I've only been like probably 1 year by now. Yeah, 1 year and a bit. Because since early 2020, that's when I started, around February or March. Yeah, then obviously it's past February or March in 2021, so that's basically 1 year into the truth. So clearly I'm still a babe compared to the apostles who are like 29 years, 30, 35 years. Imagine the chastisement that they had to go through. So it's all part of the strengthening process, getting stronger, mentally especially, which is basically spiritually that I'm saying. Getting the spirit strong, having your spirit to control the flesh, that's also training as well. Because obviously there was, as it says in Sirach chapter 1 verse 2, Sirach chapter 2 verse 2, it says, set your heart aright, constantly endure, and don't make haste in time of calamity. And also it says in verse 1, going back to verse 1, Sirach chapter 2 verse 1, it says, my son, if you come to serve the Lord Yahawashi, prepare your soul for temptation. So, in order to, clearly I had to prepare my soul for temptation through the scriptures obviously, which provide that wisdom. Because during that time of which she got physical about me watching these videos, dragging me around on my shirt, literally just, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to exaggerate, but yeah, she was dragging me around. I thought she was going to start beating me up, but Yahawah, I just prayed, Yahawah, Azaria, which means please, Yahawah, please help me, because I couldn't really do anything. I didn't want to be like them kids, them 2-3 teenagers that would just start getting aggressive to their parents, because as we know in the law, we're supposed to honor our father and our mother. So clearly we're supposed to keep going. We're supposed to. It's a lot here, okay, it's just some birds in the background, some pigeons. But yeah, anyways, yeah, so I just prayed Yahawah, Zaria help me, because that chastisement, man, I don't know if it was the greatest one, but it was pretty strong. It was pretty strong. But yeah, Akim, maybe I mean, the thing is, I'm not even moving out for uni as well. Because it's like, I remember a time in which she basically said I'm not allowed to move out or something like that. I don't know. Actually, I can't vividly remember it, but I know somehow, I know she said it once that I'm not allowed to move out for uni, because obviously probably that control. Anyways, let me go on to the next scripture. So look here, persevere, man. Honor your father and parents. Let's see. That's part of the laws, man. No matter the chastisement you suffer from your parents, you're still supposed to respect them. Keep going. I know it's hard. Obviously, there'll be times in which you might have some vain thoughts, things which is basically part of the temptation, but you just gotta pray to Yahawashi, fast as well. Whenever you can, occasionally. Whenever you really need something, like the cleansing of spirit, the cleansing, spiritual strengthening, always try to fast, man, because that's the key. In order to access Yahawashi even more than you usually do, fast. And then yeah, that's basically putting your flesh in control, and then the spirit yearning to Yahawashi. So not just fast, but also pray during your fasting as well. I was just trying to learn these Paleo Hebrew prayers as well, the Our Father. I think I made a playlist in my Yahawashi channel. I think this one right now. But I'm gonna upload this on the 3 channels. Yahawah 144, Yahawah Ba, Yahawah Ga. So I can't. Let's see. Ephesians. Okay. Ephesians. Where is Ephesians? Okay. 201. Harder and harder to grasp onto this word, man. Keep learning your scriptures, keep retaining them, meditate upon them constantly, every day, daily read them daily. Always keep it consistent. Yeah. Okay, Ephesians 6 verse 2. It says, in fact, I'll start from verse 1. Ephesians 6 verse 1 to 2. Verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord Yahawashi, for this is right. Verse 2. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment, with promise. That it may be. Verse 3. That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. So Khan, obviously, as the descendants of your father, as yourself being basically respect your parents, just respect your parents. That's what that scripture means. Respect your parents, honor them, which is obviously giving them the respect. That's what that means. And yeah, don't disrespect them. Don't portray them in any evil form. Just persevere. That's literally the word, man. Persevere, endure, consistently keep going. Just keep going out here, because it's not easy being this truth, especially. It's not easy. As it says in Sirach chapter 1 verse 1, prepare thyself for temptation. Prepare thyself for temptation. Roughly paraphrasing, obviously. We've got to prepare our minds for temptation, our spirits for temptation. I've just got to keep going. Matthew 10, but obviously let's go to Matthew 10, because we know that there will be times of which, yeah, clearly parents will go against their children, especially the children who want to strive for this truth as well. The ones that are on their own striving for this truth, wherever they are, they have to constantly persevere. They have to have that mind to keep going. Hyper discipline. Alright, so Matthew 10. Matthew 10. Just looking for the scripture quickly. It's about when I find it, it should be here. So look here, it should be here. Oh, can't, I found it. Matthew 10 verse 36. It says, a man's foes meaning enemies, shall be they of his own household, which means your family members and those relating to you clearly are the ones who will go against you, especially if you're in this truth. I'll read it again. Matthew chapter 10 verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household, which is then I realized clearly it's Yahawashi is bringing, well, it's clear this is what Yahawashi was saying to his disciples as well, that it says, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. So your family members, family, mother, father, brother, sister, wherever they are, they're still gonna, and they'll pretty much probably be 2/3 anyways, unless Yahawashi corrects them in a time of great calamity, which is probably the time of great calamity and also the time of spiritual intervention, because obviously spiritual power would be used to exalt Yahawashi and glorify Yahawashi clearly. And obviously maybe that time to the people you may call 2/3 will probably just convert, and then they'll be part of the 1/3. But anyways, going back to the point, normally the ones in your own family are the ones that are more likely to go against you, especially the ones who are like hard Christians, hard Catholics. They're the most likely. They're the most likely to go against you. And obviously I know my mum, my dad's, pretty much everyone else, they're already going against me. Even through this chastisement, I learned that there was also mercy as well, Yahawashi provided. Because right now I don't really live with my dad. Obviously getting personal here, but yeah, I'll just say it. I don't really live with my dad, so why did I lose this? So basically, if my dad was here, if my father was here, my earthly father was here, the chastisement would have been too strong. Because I don't know how many beatings I would have been getting. It would have been so strong. I would have been asking myself, what did I do in my past life to deserve this? What kind of judgment is this? You know, those type of questions. Because you know, every time it's either chastisement or judgment. But obviously, there's a scripture that says that Yahawashi chastens who he loves. He chastens his sons and daughters. So we have to know that as if he chastises us, at least he's still watching over us as well. And I say Thawda Yahawah, that I'm still here. Obviously I still haven't taken a match, never. Always trusting in Yahawah, Yahawashi, not Esau. Because that's where 2/3 are already trusting in. Because obviously family members have already taken the max. And then there's a third booster, literally. There's a third booster, they say, Esau saying, this September as well. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how much of these max boosters are gonna come out. And obviously each one, skip it. Yahawashi. And obviously when the time comes, the only reason why when we bring out the scripture, agree with thine enemy quickly, is during that time of which we probably need to take the test. Because obviously right now we can avoid it, but Yahawashi, we don't have to take it too much, because no one really wants to trust Esau completely. Yahawashi. The main thing is no max and no microchip. But for now, I've even taken the test myself. But obviously, some up here may be working, they may take the test, but yeah, clearly, you just have to persevere, man. But we know first and foremost, no max and oh no, the battery's gonna be done soon. No max and no mark of the beast, no microchip. Because that's the thing that the apostles keep preaching about and the elders, so we have to persevere, man. Persevere. So lucky I haven't been uploading lately, but yeah, that's what's been going on, and that's the testimony about the max. Obviously chastisement, it's been strong. Obviously every ark is suffering, man. All of the brothers, sisters, probably, they're all suffering in their own way. Little or hard, big, as I said, it's pretty much nothing compared to what the apostles had to go through. 35 years, some of them 29, 30 years. That's a lot of years to persevere, you know. And then we've got to learn from them as well. We've got to learn from our elders. That's why we give them double honors. Double honors to the great Muslim apostles. Aman. And Kal Halal Yahawashi, I think. Let me try and find the scripture as well. Yeah, let me find one final scripture before I close off. Because Yahawashi, obviously he's going to unleash his fury soon. Because it's tiring here, it's tiring. But we have to keep going. So no excuses. We have to keep going. He provided us this knowledge, we use it, try to teach it, just keep going. Man, my battery's gonna run out soon. But anyways, let me try to get the scripture quickly. So Yahawashi, this is what it's going to bring upon them, that basically take part in all these abominations and also worship idols essentially as well. So this is Ezekiel chapter 5 verse 12. A third part of thee shall die with pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. So clearly pestilence and famine is what Yahawashi is going to unleash. Is what Yahawashi is going to unleash to the two-thirds. To the two-thirds, and basically those who worship abominations among Yahawah, which are basically the two-thirds. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. Anyways, I'll try to close off quickly. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. Obviously that scripture all of you know. But yeah man, we just gotta keep going. Just have to keep going. Never stop. Yeah, in fact, yeah, let me bring out that scripture. Where I think it's Isaiah chapter 42. Yeah, that's the one. Isaiah chapter 42 verse 4. This is the motivation as well that keeps me going too. This scripture especially, it says in Isaiah chapter 42 verse 4, he shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owls shall wait for his law. So clearly we're not going to rest. We're going to keep going. We're going to try and preach whichever way we can. We're going to have to keep going somehow. And obviously, yeah, as I said, persevere, endure, those are the two key words. It says, and that's all about the elect, because if you read Isaiah chapter 42 verse 1, it says, behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth, and I have put my spirit upon him, he shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. So clearly, you can't lose motivation. The scriptures say that we have to keep going, and Yahawashi will provide that spirit for us to keep going. That's why it says in Isaiah chapter 42 verse 4, he shall not fail nor be discouraged till he have set judgment in the earth, and the owls shall wait for his law. And whose law is it? It's the law of Yahawah. All the islands, all the nations are going to wait for our law, and we're going to impose them upon them. The time of which they're not going to eat no detestable meats, no pork, no catfish, none of those detestable meats, and they'll listen to us basically. Just to put the meaning out there, they'll listen to us. Just have to keep persevering, and Yahawashi will just help to build up the kingdom. We're the first ones, Yahawashi, that were part of the hopeful elect, that were part of the actual elect, Yahawashi. That's why the GMS elders and brothers say it's the hopeful elect, man, because we are hopeful, Yahawashi, that will make it through and will persevere. Anyways, my battery ran out, so I think I'll end it off right there. Call halalim now, Yahawashi, Bashir Hakodash, double honest through great muscle on the apostles, and also barakatha to the Akim who keep persevering, and the apostles themselves and the elders. And Yahawashi, we all make it through, man. Because in those chariots, we're just going to be seeing smiles. We have to keep going. We have to keep going, man. We're just going to see smiles, man. Yahawashi. Keep positive. Keep reading the scriptures. Fast. Pray. And that's it right there. So, Kar halal Yahawashi, double honest through great Muslim apostles. And shalom, Akim. Shalom.